Okay, welcome to the Crow Discovery Project, and this footage is two objects that I shot on the very first night that I had the full spectrum camera. It's pretty cool, but first I'll show you what I'm doing now to try to add some clarity to some of the objects I filmed. This is the rig, and what you can see is there's a a visual spectrum camera on top of the scope with a telephoto and a doubler. Then down in the rear cell of the scope is the full spectrum camera. So what I'm doing here is people are debunking the shadow ships and other things, saying they're artifacts and out of focus objects and all kinds of stuff, which is a bit ironic because you get a certain amount of experience, you pretty much get a sense of what's going on. So this shows the rig that I'm doing, and it will demonstrate that you're not seeing artifacts, which with this kind of scope, that's really not much of an argument in the first place. I've filmed endless clips, and I don't believe I've ever filmed an artifact where I wasn't aware if it was lens flare or something like that. But anyhow, let's look at the first object that I filmed that night. So this is Jupiter that I was filming, and look at the circle. There's a flash that went through just on one frame. So we'll take a quick look at what I was shooting. This is a handheld shot, so it's jiggling a little. You can see the four moons of Jupiter. One of them's really close to the planet. So I'll slow it way down just so the jiggle will go away. So this is what I was attempting to shoot. Now the object that I caught, it was so fast I couldn't have seen it, but I don't believe I would have seen it without the spectral improvement. Watch inside the circle. That happens for one frame. Now we're running at 30 frames a second. This is on one frame, and it streaks on the frame. So I mean, this object was really moving, and I'll break it out here so that you can kind of get a look. So that was a pretty cool catch. I have no idea what would be traveling that fast, super duper fast. All right. Next up, this is a star that I could not see with my eyes, and I was checking it out with the camera, thinking, wow, this is the first time I used it. I thought that's really cool. I couldn't see it with binoculars. I couldn't see it with my eyes, but the full spectrum rig was picking up the star, which is what I was filming. Look at the circle at the bottom, and this object comes in. Now, I couldn't see this. I was totally unaware that I was filming this. And you'll see that I actually cut the camera off before the object goes out of frame because I just didn't know it was there. It's passing another very dim star. So we'll take a couple looks at this. The cool thing about getting in the editing room with the spectral filming is when you do an edit like this, there's a lot of noise. But if you skew your edit towards the reds, you'll see in a second, there's the star coming down. That this object, you can clean it up a lot. Look at that. So what's interesting is I was shooting very low to the horizon, so this object was going straight up, and I was just barely over treetops, and I was in a lock shot on a tripod. There goes the star that I was looking at going by. And here's another look at the object. So I'm really excited with the equipment. I think we're going to get some very cool things. A lot of the things probably won't know we shot them until we're able to get in on a monitor and into an editor. So one last time, here is the rig that I will be using. We'll be using two cameras, and that will prove quite a few things for all those naysayers out there who are pretty sure that I don't have a clue. So we'll see what happens with that. And as a matter of fact, tonight we shot some shadow ships. Cool thing is we can see them go well beyond the edge of the moon with the spectral camera. Alright, my third article is up at the Higher Side Chats. The link for that will be down in the description of this video. And so stay tuned. I've got some more stuff to edit, and things are about to get very cool, I think. So there it is. Cheers.